kind of mutually knew each other, and we would just go to the lake, build a fire, and sit around and jam all night. And then it just kind of led from there, one thing to another. We met Tanner, and then Tanner was like, I want to play some shows. I got some shows lined up. And we said, well, sure. And the first show we ever played was in Cumberland Gap, Tennessee, at a place called the Caboose Saloon that's about as big as my bedroom. And we played for probably $50, and I think all of that $50 went to the bar tab. But I mean,
Heck yeah.
it was still fun, and yeah, I just didn't know you could do this for a living. So that's just kind of how it started.
Well, we wasn't doing it for a living then, but now we are.
Welcome to the New Frontier Show. I'm your host, Jared Ravenscraft, joined by my co-host,
Joshua Ravenscraft, and we're sitting down with the trailblazers, the go-getters, and the creators, sharing stories from the journey and lessons learned along the way. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you to our friends at ARH for allowing us to bring you this show for free. Appalachian Regional Healthcare, the healthcare system of Appalachia.
We got some really cool, genuine, 100% authentic Kentucky boys today. They might play a little music too.
That's what I heard, and they are the Creekers Band. So there's 6 of them, but we got 2 of them today, and we thank them so much for their time. Ashton Bowling of the Creekers and Tanner Horton of the Creekers, and we're super excited to have them on the New Frontier Show.
Let's dive in.
Let's roll, guys. We got a hot start, but
We're rolling.
yeah, we're rolling hot. But just to catch up, guys, like the last time that we all saw each other was New Year's Eve at the Ryman, and I mean, Jared, by the way, you missed out on a hell. That was a fun night.
I've got major FOMO.
Why didn't you come to that?
I was probably still working for Santa Claus at that time during the winter.
Probably.
Still delivering.
But yeah, I think it's been a while. We did a merch run in Jackson, Kentucky, and just wanted to catch up with you guys and treat it as a convo because we haven't talked to y'all in quite some time. But I think I want to start just personally want to know at the Ryman. I know I was around backstage with y'all, and I hope I wasn't in y'all's way, but I was.
Oh, no.
I was having a big old time hanging out with you guys and talking. But like that has to be one of the biggest shows, right, that you all have played to this point, or probably one of the most surreal shows.
I would say both for me. That's the only show that I've ever like cried on stage at. But I started
it was.
bawling, but yeah, it was the biggest
Mother
and the most
Church.
sentimental for sure.
It's the Mother Church. All of my heroes played there. Every last one of them.
That had to be just like a goosebumps moment playing. Like I've been to shows there, and you get goosebumps just being at a show. So I couldn't imagine what it's like. You guys like playing your first show there. It had to be crazy. I'm bummed that I had to miss that.
Yeah, and like, I mean, going down and what's the lore behind that staircase? Like down at the bottom of the Ryman. Like, I mean, there's been artists like Hank Williams and the list. You all know more about it than me, but like being in that, I walked outside and you all were leaned up smoking on the staircase, and I was like, hell yeah. But that is a historic staircase down there. That
Yeah, Hank used to stagger down them stairs every Saturday night and walk over to Tootsie's, and that's where everybody exited the Ryman, which was the Grand Ole Opry back in them days. String Bean come down them steps for the last time the night he got murdered.
Wow.
holy
He got in
cow.
his car, drove home, and he was ambushed in the front door.
That's crazy.
And then we stepped over to Robert's Western World for a little bit. Ashton, did you come over there?
I did not. I was killed that night and needed to get back to my hotel. I wish I would have came now, but yeah, I paid $90 for an Uber for like a 15-minute Uber, and I was like, daggone, I could have just went and ate some bologna or something.
That's when you know you gotta get a little snack, get to bed. So what at this point of the summer and spring are you guys still on tour right now? Or are you on a little break?
Oh, I don't think it really stops until it gets about deer season. We're just kind of on and off right now. We've had this past week off. We just went to Dale Fest in Maryland, and then this weekend we'll be in South Carolina. But yeah, the grind never stops through the warm season. So
For
Yeah,
sure.
it's about to get even busier.
yeah,
We've
it's
not even
just
really
now
been that
starting to
busy.
kind of light up too. So
Do you like? I mean, obviously you like that, like being on the road.
oh yeah,
playing.
I hate having like nothing to do. I'm always like to be busy. So sitting here at the house, it just drives me insane. Like all this week, I've been to Haddon twice and Manchester once, and in the pool every day. So
Heck yeah.
yeah,
And for like people who might not know, like we obviously know, but like where are you guys at in Eastern Kentucky? Like what town or what county?
I live in just out of Hyden, Kentucky, Leslie County, basically right dead center between Hazard and Manchester,
Mm-hmm.
and then Ashton.
I live at the end of the world in a place called Birchfort, Kentucky. It's in Leslie County, but
Right on the Clay County line.
yeah. So I live
Heck yeah.
5 minutes from Bell County, 5 minutes from Clay County. So right there amongst them all.
Do you guys?
Ashton, you sold your mansion, right? On
uh,
Lake Cumberland Mansion.
never have one, but yeah, I wish I did.
I'm kidding.
Coming soon.
Josh and I were here at the New Frontier Warehouse in Moorhead. Have you guys been to Moorhead?
Ashton
Yes.
has. And
I've been to
You
the
have.
store twice, I think.
Yeah, I've never been to the store. I've
You need to go,
been
Tanner.
through
It's
Moorhead
cool.
my whole life, but I've never never been to the store.
We'll have to plan something cool sometime at the shop or something like that when it's not busy season, or maybe like during deer season when everybody gets a buck, we come by the shop and do something with that.
well, that's
Yeah.
when Ashton, when you came, you were like, "Yeah, I'm running by the store," and I sent you a picture, and we were in the deer blind.
Yeah.
And
I
was
think like an
"Shit."
hour after I left, either you or Jared one had killed your deer. I know one of you all killed your deer the
I
day
did.
I was there. Yeah.
November 15th.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's something like I've just gotten back into hunting. Josh has always hunted like just this last year, and when I saw you guys at the Old Forester event we did, it was like right after deer season. You guys had all gotten deer. Like for me, that like it's so good to be back in the woods and like from work and like just taking a break and being out there hunting. It just reminded me of how good that is for you. I know you guys probably feel the same way. Like during deer season, do you feel like that's a time you like just get out and kind of disconnect and recharge?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
For sure.
I avoid all civilization from the opening weekend of rifle. Well, actually, it actually starts for me early. I start bear hunting in October.
That's crazy.
And yeah, I turn into a hermit.
Jeremiah Johnson.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I turn into a hermit. I quote a lot of Jeremiah Johnson. From about the middle of October till sometime in December, I'm a hermit. Nobody sees me, might hear from me, but yeah.
Where do
And
you
now that I've started coon hunting, I'll be doing that when I'm not doing anything else.
Mm-hmm.
like bear hunting in Eastern Kentucky? What's it? Is that where you hunt them at, Tanner? Like, do you get a tag for Eastern?
I killed my first bear. I killed it 10
Wow.
minutes from where I went through elementary school, all the way through elementary school.
I saw a picture on
That's
Facebook.
wild.
That thing looked huge. Like the
It wasn't. I mean, it was a 2.5-year-old male. He wasn't real big. If it would have been maybe another month, he would have weighed a lot more. Just he'd been running and gunning and just traveling a lot, so he didn't have a lot of fat on him. But if if it would have made it another month, probably I'd say he probably would have weighed another 100 pounds, maybe. He was
Wow.
I think he was about 175 is what he weighed, which is average for a young male bear in this part of the country.
Yeah.
I think
That go ahead.
I was gonna say I think too, like that's like a natural. You think about like you guys like in writing music and things, like you all aren't, like you said, Tanner, like you're like, I avoid civilization at all costs. And Ashton, like you guys are submersed in like Eastern Kentucky, and like whether it's hunting or fishing, or it might just be in general the outdoors, might be riding dirt bikes and stuff. Like I feel like that has to help you guys like write better songs, or maybe be good to recharge, like when you're on tour in big cities? Like, do you all feel like you recharge that way when you get home, so to
I
speak?
feel like we do, yeah. Because I mean, it's all I've ever known, really, and just coming back here and doing what I do, what I've done my whole life is just normal to me. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would think it makes like definitely for better music, and as opposed to like
Well,
being in maybe like if you all lived like in Nashville or something, or in a bigger city, it might not get the type of songs or the type of the guys that you are. So
yeah, was it Kelsey Walden recent? We were talking to her recently. What she say? If you want to sing country, you got to know how the country sings. And I feel like all of the Creekers are prime example of that, of like just 100% authentic, pure country Kentucky boys and girls. Like it's in country music and like bluegrass country music. I know I've listened to a podcast recently. You don't consider yourself bluegrass, right? I don't want to mess it up.
Well, we're more bluegrass than
We're like a mutt of music, really.
yeah.
Okay.
We're more bluegrass than a lot of other country acts going, but we're
Yeah.
not we're not traditional by any means.
I would just say the Creekers are like the real damn deal. Like you guys, it's not
hey,
like you go
say
like
that again
yeah.
louder. We need to frame that.
Kriegers are the real damn deal. Like, yeah, but like when I got to meet you guys, obviously, where was it, Josh? The Basement East in Nashville.
Last
Yeah.
September, I think we all met there.
You got to tell that story of how we all actually met New Frontier and the Creekers. Like, well, I think we had talked to Tim maybe, or like obviously knew Ashton had come by the shop, but like tell the story of the night, like the first initial meeting between us and maybe the Creekers kicked off. What you remember?
I'm curious to hear, guys, what you all thought when you saw me, but I've told this a couple of times on the podcast because obviously we're huge Creekers fans. So they're like, "Oh, you all know the Creekers?" I'm like, "Yeah, like we met them and talked to them." So I'm always proud to share the story. But yeah, we were at the Basement East at the Kentucky Commonwealth Party. What were you guys? You all didn't play there, but were you guys in town like recording or maybe with the record label?
So
We were
we had
doing
been there.
something.
You want to tell it, Tanner?
Well, I don't remember. That's the problem. I mean, I remember being there, but I
Or?
don't remember
Okay.
what we were
So
doing.
we were just basically politicking down there for Americana Fest.
That's
Heck
what
And
it
yeah.
was. Yeah, I got
we
you.
were just down there
Yeah.
hanging out, really, because we had.
Ashton, were you running for office?
Yeah, I was trying to run for magistrate or something down there.
I thought so.
But I think we had just signed with our record label, and it was like non-official but official, but not in the books yet. So we were just down there, kind of meeting new people and just
Rubbing
saying
elbows.
howdies and rubbing elbows. And we had to go to Mount Vernon, Kentucky, for a cook-off or like a grill out championship.
Heck
Food
yeah.
truck.
Food
Food
truck
truck.
championship.
Woo.
And play music there on that Friday
Yeah.
or that Saturday one. It was the day of the basement there in Nashville, and then we had to drive back. And I remember getting to Tim's hotel, and he's like, "Man, I just met the coolest guy ever. His name's Jared Ravenscraft, and they own a brand." Or Jared and Josh, and he
You
said,
said me first, yeah.
but he said,
He definitely said,
"Look at these
"Josh."
hats I got from him." And I was so jealous because it was the one with the arrowhead on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Dude, I have to get one of those hats. Where are they at right now?" He was like, "I told him to swing by the basement tonight and watch Nicholas." So he was like, "If you
Thank
see him
God.
there, you might be able to score you a hat." I said, "Well, let's go." So yeah, that's what I remember from pre-meeting you guys. So
Well, thank God you guys came by. I remember
Yeah, it
standing
was,
in the basement watching Nick Jamerson. Tanner, I remember seeing you standing there, and I'm like, "My God, dang, he's tall, man!" Like you were like,
it was Nick Jamerson's show, and I was standing behind Tanner, and there was his wife, and I was watching the UK football game on my phone. But like Nick and them, then when Nick and them started playing, Tanner's like 7 foot tall, and I'm like, dude, who is this guy?
I'm like, "Is this guy play at Vandy or like what's
I'm like, is
going
this guy
on?"
playing basketball at Vandy or what?
No, but anyway, so like to be honest, I think it was like how the basement guys is so like tight quarters. Like I was getting freaking like claustrophobic. Like I was like panic attack mode. I was like, I gotta get some fresh air. So Jared, I'm like, I gotta peel. So
Would you take a gummy or something?
I didn't know. I was straight. I was on water. And I open the door and I see you guys, like the whole Creekers band in a circle. And I'm like, one, I'm excited, but two, I'm like, damn. And I see Tim and I'm like, holy shit. I mean, it looked like the Beatles sitting there. I'm like, this is awesome.
Hillbilly Beatles.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Crickets. No, that's a band too. Never mind.
So I go up and then Tim intros us and you guys, I'm just curious. You guys are probably like, who in the hell is this guy? And it's like, you probably thought I was like from Nashville or something, but we get to talking and I think I tell you guys like, yeah, we do apparel up in Moorhead. And then one thing led to another. We start talking about the knife hat, Ashton. And then Tanner, you told me about the mule hat design, which we did it on a shirt, but we still need to come up with something for a hat for a mule.
Well, the reason I wanted that is I used to hang around all these old horse traders around, here. I was all the time getting burnt by a horse trader, swapping old horse for a mule or something. That's what they do. They burn you and you learn from it and get better at, next trade you make. But they always wore these old school hats, kind of like the white or the cream hat with a different colored bill, and always had a big mule head on it.
Yep.
And every damn one of them was wearing one of those hats, and I wanted one so bad and never could find one. I always thought that would be yeah.
It haunts
I
me
remember
because
those. I remember those hats.
Yeah. Well, we did the knife hat, and that's cool, but I'm like, that's only half of the mission because Tanner, we talked about collectively the knife and the mule hat. Mule hat still needs to be made.
Now that you say that, Tanner, I know those hats. We had a farm when we were kids, and we had a couple horses, and we'd go to like stockyards, horse shows, and like all those old men had that big hat, mule or a horse, and their horse that they were showing.
Yep.
We need to do one of those. That's got to be next.
Yeah, and it would usually have like, if they owned a barn, it would be like, whatever, something other stables or whatever on it. T&T stables or whatever it said on it. Yeah, I always liked them hats and just never could find them and never could talk any of them old farts into giving me one.
I guess they give that to you, Tanner, when you burn so many people on horse trading.
I guess
You never
got to be
burn
a
people, you
professional
just got
horse trader. I always liked to do it, but I never got any good at it. I was always too honest.
Does this still happen today? Like, do people still burn people like that, or has it changed?
No, just there's a couple that I probably wouldn't trade with still, but most of them I know them all, and I know how to, I know how they are, and I've tried to burn them back a time or two, and probably didn't, but I feel like I did, so it makes me feel good getting them back a little bit. But
that'd be a good song about burning horse traders, a horse game in Kentucky.
Oh, but they'll gut you. Now you go watch them. These old timers will absolutely. They will make $1 off you somehow.
They'll go Yellowstone on you.
I never could do that. I always wanted to be able to do it, but I never could. I always, was too honest. Them guys sell something that'll kick a man's head off, and if I had something that was that bad, I'd tell them. Like, listen, this son of a gun will kick your head off. Watch him. And I never could make one. I was too honest. I couldn't keep that on my conscience.
Does anything happen on Facebook Marketplace and like horse trading and stuff?
Buddy, they won't let you sell no livestock on Facebook, really, unless you kind of
word it. You got to word it real specific.
You got to word it right and use emojis instead of numbers.
Okay,
there's ways around it.
Yeah,
you got to go to like court days or something like that.
I've never been to court days, and I've always wanted to go.
Guys, oh my God, you got to come this year. Josh, when is it? October?
Second week in October. Yeah.
Hillbilly Paradise is what I've been told.
Oh, man.
You're right. There's court days in Mount Sterling in Kentucky. Then there's what's it called, Josh? Is it in like T-Sticks?
Preston.
Preston is where they sell like livestock and like the firearms and like the cool stuff. You got to go to Preston. You guys got to go.
Dogs, Banny roosters, pocket knives.
Anything. Anything. Fake Creekers merch. It's all there.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
That's next up. Now, I went to I found a UK, like a 1980s UK pocket knife on Facebook Marketplace the other day, and I ran up to Maislick. I don't do Facebook Marketplace, but I just did it in the parking lot, just cash, and I'm like, this is how this works, huh? It's pretty interesting. Roll. But I can see how you could get stood up, like.
Oh yeah.
So you gotta be careful out there.
I was gonna say, like, to wrap this knife hat that I've got on, the Creekers knife hat. who picked up a pocket knife and laid it on a hat? Because I had that image, and then we had to go create the hat, and I was like, dude, this is tough. And then I think Ashton, you gave me this one, didn't you? This knife.
Yeah.
I keep it in my office
And this
every
one.
day.
Yeah.
I don't have a
Gave you
moose on
both
me.
of-
I do have a moose in the gun safe, but I've got this old, which is it's basically the same, almost the same knife. It's just the blade don't open up on the same end.
Bro, we all got
Okay.
knives going.
Tanner, here's your moose.
Knife club.
Oh, I know. I got a moose up there in the gun safe.
So yeah, Ashton gave Josh and I, after we made the hat, these case knives. This is like the best Christmas gift I got. Is this case knife? So thank you, Ashton.
He's never given me a knife.
I
I give him a brand new one on one time. He owes me one.
know. I do owe you one. I'll pick you a good one out, bub.
Time's coming.
I don't care.
I know you guys probably answered this 1,000 times, but I just haven't heard it. Like, how did you guys all get synced up? Because I know Tanner, you played music for a long time. You know, how did Ashton, Jagger, how did you guys all get synced up in the Creekers?
Me and Alan was I'll be short and sweet about this. I've told this story
Yeah,
so many
I
times.
know you probably have.
But I've been in several different bluegrass bands, had several different bluegrass bands, and then I was in a country band, and that led to me and Alan kind of partnering up, and we was a duo for a while, and then he got a job and became responsible-ish. And he's never been all that responsible, but he became more responsible than what he was. And got him a job and moved off, and I didn't see him for a while, and that's where Ashton Jagger comes in the picture. I knew Jagger, but I didn't know Thumper here.
The 1-2 punch.
Yeah, I know. And then I was still doing the solo thing, and Alan showed up and was like, hey, I got these boys I've been jamming with, when you get there and play some music. And that's where it all started.
Right in my uncle's garage.
Yep.
Everything starts in a garage. It's good.
That's
We
right.
started New Frontier in the garage, Creekers garage. Ashton, so what, you were playing with Alan before you joined the Creekers?
Yeah,
Before you guys teamed up?
it wasn't really like playing. We were just like, so Alan lived on the lake there while he worked in Tennessee. And during the summertime, I was still in high school, and Jagger had just got out of high school. So we would just go down to the lake because my uncle had a place down there too. And Alan's married to our cousin, so we all just kind of mutually knew each other. And we would just go to the lake, build a fire, and sit around and jam all night. And then it just kind of led from there, one thing to another. We met Tanner, and then Tanner was like, I want to play some shows. I got some shows lined up. And we said, well, sure. And the first show we ever played was in Cumberland Gap, Tennessee, at a place called the Caboose Saloon that's about as big as my bedroom. And we played for probably $50, and I think all of that $50 went to the bar tab. But, I mean,
Heck yeah.
it was still fun, and, I just didn't know you could do this for a living. So that's just kind of how it started.
That's cool.
We wasn't doing it for a living then, but now we are.
No, I mean, yeah.
That's what I wanted to ask you guys about, because I know all the time, like, people are like, oh man, the viral moment, the song, everybody knows the song that went viral on TikTok. I hear that all the time, and we'll get there, but like before that, like the garage to that moment, there had to be like you all were playing in bars, still grinding, hustling, like as far as like making it, like it was probably still like you all were maybe uncertain, like is this actually going to work or not? Did y'all ever feel that way, or were you just like all in?
I still feel that way half the daggone time, but
Yeah.
I mean, like I remember the first time we ever played the Burl. It was on a Sunday, and that was like I thought we were playing the Grand Ole Opry. Like I thought, this is the peak. It don't get much better than this.
We're big time. We played the Burl. We're getting ready to play the Burl.
like
which is still big.
That was just the top.
I love the Burl.
To us, and I will say the Burl's probably my favorite venue in Kentucky. But
which me and Alan had played it about 3 years before that, just as a duo. But it wasn't like a headlining, nothing like that, or opening. It was a Tim and a guy that does the Spirit and the Bluegrass, Sammy Carr, had done this thing mashup of 2 festivals, and they got some of their lineup from each festival to come play at the Burl, and me and Alan just happened to be one of the
lucky few.
Tim's lineup.
Wow.
Yeah, lucky few. But yeah, and I thought I was playing the Grand Ole Opry then. The Burl was still, before that, I said, yeah, boy, I played the barrel, you know.
Heck yeah.
And then Cole Chaney threw us a bone and got us to play the show Ashton was talking about. I didn't mean to cut you off, Thumper.
Oh, you're good. Cole Chaney, I think, is salt of the earth guy. I mean, he was the first person to ever throw us a bone, and I'll be forever grateful for that guy.
Yep.
So did you guys open for Cole? Like, was that?
Yeah, so it was, I think he has like an annual October show at the Burrow. It's like the outside portion of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it was 2023, maybe. And we had just met him in Manchester at Tim's venue there at the Ponderosa Pines. And, you know, we just kind of kicked it off. It was us, Cole Chaney, and Nicholas Jamerson playing for a birthday party.
Dang.
And we just kind of kicked it off, you know, and we liked him and he liked us. And he was like, "Hey, do y'all want to play with me at the Burrow?" And we were like, well, sure. So that was the biggest crowd we had ever played in front of at the time. I think it sold out at like 1,000 or 1,200, but there was a few more than that there.
There was about 1,400 or
There was
1,500
about
people.
1,400 people there. But
Wow.
Shot ahead ticket.
oh, it was wild. So we had never played in front of that many people before, and if anybody knows Alan, Alan is like the most nervous person you'll ever meet. And we were walking on stage there to where you go, and Alan just throws up everywhere,
Oh gosh.
all over his guitar, and he's like, "Crap, man, I gotta go wipe this crap off."
Oh God.
So me, Jagger, and Tanner is on stage because we're a four-piece at this point. And then here comes Alan with a paper towel just wiping puke off his guitar. But yeah.
Oh, dang.
that's good.
And then Jagger got obliterated drunk, so.
That was partly my fault because I found there was a bottle of bourbon on the bar in the green room, and I don't get too bad shook up.
Mm-hmm.
And even when I do, I pretend like I'm not. I'm one of them. And, you know, I pretend like, you know, I'm Iron Man. I got this shit all under control. And I was actually a nervous damn wreck. And I found a bottle of bourbon on the bar and I looked at Cole. Cole said, "Crack it, man. I ain't going to drink it." So I popped the top, poured me a couple drinks, and drunk me a couple beers. Well, Jagger walked in, and I poured him a drink of liquor, and then I walked off and left him with it.
Oh,
That was my
gosh.
fault.
Then the river
I shouldn't have done
flowed.
that.
Oh gosh.
You can't leave him with a bottle of well, he ain't bad now, but then you could not leave him with a bottle of bourbon.
It would get drank.
And yeah, he was. There's still videos circulating around of that night on YouTube. It's pretty funny. We laugh at it now, but Alan was about ready to kill Jagger.
God.
Yeah, Jagger kept saying, "Alan, are you mad at me, man?"
This has got to go in the Creekers documentary. I wish I could have been there.
But yeah,
It was funny.
You guys, Cole and Nick, like three of our favorites, dude. I bet that was a killer show.
oh, it was wild. I think who played
There was
there
a
was us, a band called Kindred Valley. I
Mm.
think they're from Virginia or West Virginia, one of the two.
Yeah, they're from West Virginia.
And then Cole. But yeah, that was a crazy night. So Cole, if you're watching this, we're sorry about Jagger for 3 years ago. I hope we can make it up someday.
Just blame Tanner and that
Yep.
bourbon bottle.
Yeah, it was my
All
fault.
Tanner's
I mean,
fault.
I didn't mean to. I didn't think about it. I just left the bottle sitting there and walked off and left it with Jagger.
Do you all, before
That's
shows, like to this point, do you all still get nervous before shows? Or have you kind of crossed that and you're like, you know what, let's go?
There's some shows I get very nervous for. Like
I was a wreck at the Ryman.
Yeah, oh yeah. I was like a leaf shaking in the wind.
I was a wreck at the Ryman, and there's been a couple others, but for the most part, you know, and I don't want this to sound like cold, not cold, but like, you know, it's more of a job now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I kind of take it with that job, you know, get out there and get the job done. You know, get it, you know. But you know, you still want to, you know, still have fun with it, obviously.
Yeah.
But you know, you gotta. But now, like, you know, any of them more historical places, yeah, I get tore up bad.
I can't
Tanner, I
imagine.
don't know if you'd agree with this, but like, I feel like smaller shows, to me, I get more nervous than playing bigger shows.
I'll get nervous in front of 100 people a lot faster than I will in front of 1,000 people.
Yeah, me too. Like I don't
Wow.
know what the logic is there because we used to play to 5 people at Pat's. But yeah, if I'm playing in front of the fewer amount of people I'm playing in front of, the more nervous I am. It's so weird.
Wow.
And you guys like this summer have been doing a lot. Obviously, I've seen a lot of festivals, and those are like bigger outdoor venues. Is that one you're like? It's kind of like it's just so big, and you don't really get nervous for that.
Yeah, I feel like festivals are fun to me. So
Yeah, I like the festival.
in the heat of the day, I'm just having a good old time.
Yeah, you guys. I don't, Josh. We saw you guys at Poppy Mountain. I'd love to come see you guys at a festival. I bet that's a ball.
Are y'all coming to
100%.
Railbird?
If Josh can jump the gate, we might be.
If I can dive under the fence there and pass security, I'll be there. I mean,
Yeah.
probably the best part
Yeah,
about festivals.
We might sneak in some fake security gear to Railbird.
Yeah.
No,
Or just wear
I'd
your
love-
Creekers gear. They'll probably let you in.
Yeah, I'll put a security tag on my chest and just walk in and say, "I got them."
Be like, yeah, I'm security for Ashton and Tanner Horton. Yeah, come on back. I'll just tell them
Yeah.
we're with catering for the Creekers. How about that?
Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
Guys, tell them we're doing all
Stop
the
at
cooking.
Little Caesars and bring a pizza. I'm a cater.
Speaking of catering, like, do you like? I've always wondered this. Like, you probably don't eat before a show, but like after a show, what do you guys eat? You have
We
food
eat
ready back
before,
there?
during, after.
Ashton eats all the time. Ashton eats
I
like
love
a-
food personally.
Ashton eats like a rented mule, man.
I mean, it
He
kind of
eats.
just depends on the day, really. Like we can eat
Oh,
before.
If we come
sometimes
out
eat
of
after.
like we've got to hit the road like right after the show, we usually pull through a Taco Bell.
Tell them what we done the
Uh,
other night, Tanner.
The McDonald's in all right. I ain't gonna call out the town, but it was in West Virginia. Is all I'm gonna say. I'll call out the
about
state.
call out the town.
Say less.
We played a show in West Virginia on our way up to Maryland to Delfest, and we were in a bus, and we were all starving. We were 90 minutes late getting to the show, which it was okay. You know, nobody minded, and it was a good show. They just let the opener go a little longer, but we were 90 minutes late getting there. We hadn't ate nothing. We were literally about to start chewing the wallpaper off the walls in the bus. I mean, we were hungry, and so we get done playing, and there's a McDonald's like in this shopping center right across the road from the place, and we go through there, and the doors are closed, but the drive-thru's still open. So we had to park the bus, and we walked through the drive-thru.
So there's 6 of us walking through the drive-thru.
There were 6 of us walked through the drive-thru, and there's a camera there on the on the thing, and the woman before we even
starts laughing.
She starts laughing before we could even say anything. I said, we're in a tour bus and can't get it through the drive-thru. Can we just order like this? He said, I think I'll allow it.
Yeah, I think so.
And so we done that.
God.
It was funny. We walked through the drive-thru, walked right up to the window, and there was cars behind us. It was funny. But then it about killed our bus driver.
Yeah, he laid in a bunk for 2 days sick.
He'd been wanting to go to Delfest for his entire life, and he finally gets a chance to go, and he laid in the bunk in the bus, food poison for 3 days.
From Taco Bell?
Yeah.
From
McDonald's. No, McDonald's.
Oh, God.
Taco Bell has never done me wrong, knock on wood. I love Taco Bell.
Taco Bell's my number one. I'll die on that hill.
And they're open late.
Yes.
Yep.
That's a good thing. But yeah,
I love a good Taco Bell.
West Virginia, I obviously love Appalachia, love Kentucky, but man, West Virginia's it's a wild place.
It's a different animal.
From the roads, I feel like they've been working on the interstates in West Virginia since I was a child. Like we early on, we did an outdoor festival in West Virginia at some outdoor place. And that's when we would load up one truck just full of tables and boxes of shirts and gear. And I go set up at this music venue in West Virginia. I'm staying at this hotel. I did it by myself. I stayed at this hotel. It was $100 a night. Not the best place, but we set up. It's a music festival, and it's not the kind of music festival I thought it would be. I got all the merch out, and these electric lights come on in the forest. People are dancing with costumes on and foxtails, and I'm like, I'm in the wrong
Hey
place.
guys, Jared, I'm like, hell yeah, we're gonna go set up with this. We thought we were going to like a country bluegrass, like a cool mountain. It was called the Mountain Music Festival. I mean,
I
mountain
wasn't
music.
gonna name it, but at the time, like 7 years ago, I was
Son,
like, "That's gonna be pretty
there's like
sick,"
aliens walking around, and they were on
and that's
LSD.
okay. That's that. Oh,
Tanner was
we did.
there.
Tanner
No,
was
I
there.
wasn't there.
But like talk about early on, like I set up this booth and like got all the gear and hats out, and like nobody bought anything, didn't sell a thing. But I looked behind the tent, it's just me sitting there in like a plastic chair. There's like 2 or 3 guys in like these costumes and suits, and they're taking little discs, like little disc. I don't know what it is, acid or what, but that was in West Virginia, and that was wild. And I don't think we've done a festival there since, but
I've not been into West Virginia much. We've drove through it a few times, and we recorded a song in Clarksburg, West Virginia, which is not far actually from Delfest.
yeah,
But yeah,
it's a wild place.
it is a wild place. I always want to go bear hunting in West Virginia. They're a really good hound hunting state. They're good to their hound hunters.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, we might. Yeah,
I had a
we might have
question
to
on the bar
come-
cart, or like a bar cart question before we jump off
ahead.
food. Do you all have to send in like food, like requests before each show? Like, okay, here the Creekers want like this kind of food.
We have
before
a
show?
rider, so
Yeah,
it's
right.
kind of like a snack.
If
List,
they have
really.
if the venue has a restaurant in it, they'll text Tim usually like 2 hours out and be like, what does everybody want? And they'll send a picture of the menu. But most time we get bags of jerky and peanuts and meat
Fruit tea
trays and
beer.
fruit trays and Miller Lite and Michelob
Sounds
and a jar of
sounds
honey.
good.
A jar of honey will always be on my rider because I bring home every jug of honey I get. I've got honey sitting everywhere,
Heck yeah,
but I drink
So-
it in my coffee every morning, so I
yeah,
steal every bottle I can find.
that's cool. Yeah, that's funny. Like just thinking of like going all the stuff we've done in West Virginia and like that McDonald's. I can probably picture that.
Have you guys had any shows that are like, whoa, that show was a nightmare? Like, whoa. Or like any like
Or like a story from the road, like that. I remember like when we started, like the first few things we ever did, like somebody stole something that didn't go well. It was like, is there like a crazy story from like one show in particular? You don't have to name it or drop any names, but just like
I'm
anything
trying
like
to
that.
think.
Trying to think. I'd say that I remember Jagger forgot his bass one time.
Oh Lord,
And
Where'd he forget his bass at? I don't remember that.
It was at the shed in Tennessee and at the lake there. And then Alan,
shed?
luckily,
The-
Alan had that
The
acoustic
barn.
bass.
Are you talking about the I'll name it because I love that place, City Hall.
Yeah, City Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not the shed. The shed's an actual venue.
Well, I
actually.
just always called it the shed, but yeah, City Hall.
It's
there.
a big tobacco barn. It's an old, like 150-year-old barn that
Wow.
they turned into a venue. It's actually pretty
that's
cool.
cool.
But Jagger forgot his bass.
I remember that.
And luckily, Alan had that big acoustic bass. That acoustic bass is like longer than a night in jail.
Oh, it's got a
It's got a neck on it.
15 foot long.
You'd have to straight up long arm it to get to the G.
You about got to play it. You about got to play it with your hand and then chord it with your feet.
Literally. But yeah,
Yeah,
I would say that's one of the wilder moments. I don't think we've had any really shit moments really.
Knock on wood,
which is good.
Yeah, knock
Good.
on wood. It'll happen. But
Yeah.
West Virginia taco or West Virginia McDonald's and forgetting the base. That's probably good to keep it there.
What'd you guys
we got detained in Texas.
say? What?
gosh.
Not detained, but I'll tell that story. I don't care.
I'm
Let it
still
fly
trying
off
to
the
figure
border.
out what we're talking about.
When at the two-step, when they pulled the dog out on us.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'll tell this. I don't mind to tell it. So, being a bunch of boys from East Kentucky, we usually all go around healed everywhere we go. AKA, we've got a pistol somewhere on our person or near us. Everywhere we go, every one of us. Mostly every one of us. Ashton's not bad to
God gave me
tote
this.
one around, but
You got 2 gun shows, right?
Yeah.
me and Jagger and Alan, we're usually healed everywhere we go. We've got something nearby. And we're not, we just believe in, by God, protecting ourselves.
Yeah.
Facts.
And so we get to Texas, and it being Texas, I didn't even think about this, which, with I ain't gonna get in all that. I know it's a bad deal, a lot of shit going on, but I didn't think about it. We had this house that we're in town nearby, near the festival we were playing at, and I forgot to take my piece out and put it in the house.
Yeah.
It was in Johnny Lynn's laptop bag, which is right behind the driver's seat of the bus.
God.
Power move.
Well,
Power move, yeah.
we pull up, to where the buses come in at, and they've got a cop standing there, he's like an off-duty cop. They probably, paid him a sight, basically just stand there with that dog and ask people, "Do you have any guns in the vehicle?" It's basically what he was doing. And we pull up, and he said, "First things first, you got any guns in the vehicle?" I said, "Shit, yes, I do. I do." He said, "Where's it at?" I said, "It's right here in this laptop bag." I mean, he was cool about it. Like, it wasn't like, he was an asshole or anything. He was really cool about it. He said, "Okay, I need to see it." I said, "Okay." He said, "Drop a mag, clear it, and let me see it." I said, "Okay." So I dropped the mag, cleared it. He took a picture of it and said, "Okay." He said, "Here's the problem." He said, "You can't go in there with that." I said, "Well, that's fine. I understand that." I said, "But we're 30 minutes from her house."
And we had a sound
I
check
said, "I'd
in
take
like
it back
5
if I
minutes.
could." Huh?
I said, and we had a sound check in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, we had a sound check in like 5 minutes, and the house was like 30 minutes away. And he's like,
man.
"Man," he said, "I don't know." So we sat there forever, and finally somebody said, "Well, he can just park over here in the extra bus parking because technically that's not on the property because we couldn't enter the property with it."
Yeah.
So yeah, we finally done that. And we had to we had to lug all of our stuff for like, I'd say it was a mile, probably, Ashton, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
probably about a mile.
God. And this was in Texas.
Yeah, that was but it being Austin and everything. But
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he was cool about it, but you can't lie to a dog.
No. They smell it.
You're not going to lie to a dog that's trained to sniff that stuff, because I probably could have got by with saying, "No, we don't," if he hadn't had that dog.
Yeah.
But
that's what I was going to ask you.
I looked down and saw that big Belgian Malinois looking at me, and I went, "Yep, I do. It's right here behind the seat."
Dude, won't you try to lie to me, boy?
Yes, sir. It's right here. That's recently. That's funny. I get a little bit of anxiety hearing that because it reminds me of something recently. We did a winter shoot for New Frontier in Colorado because we had all this winter gear like 2 years ago, and we wanted to get some snow and like the photos. So like in November, we go to Boulder, Colorado. We fly there to do a winter shoot. I've got film in my bag, just a roll of film and a film camera, and we got our video guy BC and people are with us. Everything's cool. We do the shoot. We're flying back through Denver to come back to Kentucky. I've got all this film in my bag that we shot with, like photo film. We're going through the airport, and they have to hand check the film so it doesn't scan and get like messed up. So they check it, and they're like, they flag me down. They have to come run me through the scanner again. They're like, "Sir, your film's come up as explosives. So we're going to have to recheck this." Somehow film can get, like, when they swab at an airport, it came up as an explosive, and I about died.
Oh God!
So like, there was no dogs or Malinois, but like being in the airport and they say the word explosive, like I about died.
I said, "Yeah, he's got it. Keep him."
Johnny, I'm glad somebody caught him.
Take his ass.
But man, like I had cold sweat. Like I stood there for like 30 minutes, and they ended up let me take it. But like, that's crazy. Like, hey, you have a gun or like something like that happens at like security.
Do you guys travel to shows primarily now, like in the bus, like you mentioned, or do y'all fly to shows?
I've still never flown.
I've flown once or twice. We'll have to fly to Denver this year, but
yeah, I'll be in a damn plane sometime this year. But I'm dreading it.
Bring a couple cigarettes.
I probably need something stronger than that.
Yeah.
Have to go to Cat Holler to get what you need, Tanner.
Yeah.
Where do you guys play in Denver?
We play at Red Rocks this year.
Oh my God. What date?
July the 8th. Is it the 8th?
Dude, I'm writing this down. If I've got to sneak in there, I got to go.
We will be there.
Have you guys been to Red Rocks before?
No.
No, no. As far west as I ever been is where me and Jagger went to my cousin's ranch in San Angelo, Texas. or
God,
Menard, Texas.
golly.
Dude,
Is that the
that's gonna be a
show?
And we
crazy
drove that
show.
way.
Is that opening
That
for
show is
Eric
gonna be
Church?
crazy.
Do what?
Mhm.
Is that Eric Church's? You all are
Yeah.
opening for
Yep.
Eric. Oh
I think it'll
my
be
Wow.
God!
us that night, and then 49 Winchester the next night. I think, like opening for him. So it
Man,
ought to be
there's so,
pretty fun.
people in Colorado out west, obviously they love bluegrass, but you're all sound like they haven't heard you already, which I'm sure they have. Like, that's gonna be awesome.
I hope so. I'm excited
Yeah,
about it.
I'm not looking forward to getting out there, but I'm looking forward to getting there
Yeah.
and being
Yeah.
there.
Speaking, you said you had a cousin in Texas. Is one of you guys related to Tim Couch? I saw he was at one of your all shows.
Tanner.
Tanner, you?
He's my mom's first cousin.
Wow. Yeah. So we saw Tim in Lexington a few weeks back, and we were talking about you guys, the Creekers, and he said he was going. That was before he went, I think, to one of your all shows or something. But like, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool connect.
he actually so Tim and my mom are they're pretty much the same age. My mom might be like a little bit older than Tim, but they were pretty much raised as brother and sister.
Wow.
Tim's dad and my mom's mom, my nana, were brother and sister,
Wow.
and they were really close in age. They were only I think my uncle Tim's dad was like 13 months older than my granny.
That's cool.
And Tim and his brother Greg used to stay. Well, used to get dropped off. My mom and my aunt's house. When they were all little kids, and they were just they
That's
all
cool.
grew up because Tim's brother and my mom's sister are about the same age as well.
Okay. Yeah, I heard that, and like I saw him at your all show, and like obviously Tim's like Kentucky's most famous football player ever, and he's super guy. Him and Greg are like the nicest guys, along with like you all. So it must be a common thing down in Leslie County.
Guys,
Yeah, if y'all need any old Cleveland Browns Tim Couch memorabilia, I've probably got it because my granny and papa hoarded that stuff. And I've got a building. I've got a building full of. I've got a building full of that stuff. I've got a big cutout of it somewhere that my granny and papa had.
I'd hate to be at one of your all's family cookouts playing flag football as a kid because you're like 6'8". Tim's like a truck, and
man, that's one thing about me. I never played football. I got begged by several people to play, and I wouldn't. Come on, man! You Tim Couch's cousin, man. You all be able to launch that thing across a damn, across a lake.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I can, but I don't want to.
Well, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, I've never played any kind of sports.
Ever. Alan played football, but
Alan's a pretty good football player, actually. Alan played football. But Ashton, you never played anything, did you?
I went to a Christian school, dude. We didn't have
Did you really?
Jagger didn't.
Me and my brother both went to a Christian school from kindergarten through 12th grade. The only sport I played was baseball, and I sucked at that. So,
wow.
Well,
Jared and
I think you made the right choice.
Jared and I went to a Christian academy for like 2 or 3 years. Then we went back into public school, but we've danced in that too.
I was the guy in high school that during the Lester County baseball games, I was over the hill just from the baseball field, sitting on the riverbank fishing. Like I never cared about none of that stuff. I mean, I can sit and watch a football game, but as far as like jumping up and down, hollering and rooting for, just being crazy about it, I'm not. And my whole family is the opposite of that. I'm the only one in my family that never played any kind of sports. My dad was a hell of a football player. He was a hell of a coach. My sister could have went anywhere she wanted to playing basketball when she got out of high school. And my brother was a football player. My stepbrother. My little sister's a hell of a softball player. She's got people coming, trying to scout her out for college and stuff right now, and she's only 15.
Golly,
and,
runs in the family.
Yeah, I'm the only one that's never cared anything about it.
Well, Ashton, you talked about your brother. Obviously, there's 6 Creekers, right?
Yep.
So I don't want to miss anybody. What's it? I mean, obviously, Josh and I run New Frontier. We're brothers. Like, what's it? This is probably a question you get asked a lot, but I just got to ask: how is it? What's it feel like playing with Jagger, like at these places like the Ryman and brother?
As bad as I hate to say it, I figured we would fight way more than we do, but we don't really. Like I
Yeah.
don't think I could do it without my brother. Really, uh, it's just special to me that we can share. Me and him both can just do what. Because me and him worked at the same job beforehand. We worked at Walmart distribution center. And
Yeah.
if anybody's listening, that is the roughest, toughest job I think out there. So we done that, and then we've just it's I don't know. It's just my brother, and we've just been together our whole lives, and I'm glad we can still be
Same.
doing the same thing every day.
Same. And you mentioned like the working the job before that. Tanner, you were obviously playing music before the Creekers, and I'm jumping around, but like it makes me think of like Josh and I before we started New Frontier. We did all kinds of like odd, crazy jobs or like dirty jobs to like save up money to start the brand. Like I weed eated and mowed for years to save up money. Then we worked as janitors. Like Tanner, did what were you doing like job wise before
I was
you went
shoeing
full time?
horses.
Heck yeah,
I was a full time. I ain't gonna call myself a farrier because a farrier is somebody that went to school and learned how to do it. I
yeah.
didn't go to school. I knew several people that were the best around here, and I got with them, and they taught me how to shoe. And
Mm-hmm.
I was shoeing horses, and it's there's not a harder job out there, in my opinion. It's a backbreaker, and I'm not
Well,
built for it. I'm too tall to do it. You got to be a little short guy, a
you're
little short,
several
stocky
hand,
guy to do that.
you're several hands tall.
Yeah, I'm several hands tall. I'm about 17 hands. But
Then yeah,
I done whatever I could do to make $100, man. I was shoeing horses. I had several horses in Virginia and Kentucky and Tennessee. I was making weekly, rounds, stopping and shoeing 2 and 3. I'd shoot 2 or 3 horses a day. Um, then when I wasn't doing that, I was with the guy that taught me how to shoe, and we were shoeing 10 a day.
wow,
Holy cow.
that's not
And
easy.
and then when I wasn't doing that, I was probably bush hogging somewhere. I had a tractor and bush hog, and people would hire me to bush hog big pieces of property, or the city
Shoot.
hired me a couple times to do some city property, and yeah, I just do whatever I could.
Yeah, not to get
But
like sentimental on that point, but like I'm thankful all the time. Like when you get to like have a brand and make things and like work like in branding or like you all do music. I think about like working as a janitor, cleaning lights, and those dirty days. Like it makes me grateful to be able to do this. I'm sure you guys feel the same way.
Oh, for sure. I
oh
always
yeah,
told I tell everybody I see, I'm like, if I ever take this thing I'm doing for granted right now, I'm just gonna go back to Walmart and attempt to pull one trip that I used to do, and just hate life and be like, okay, I'm back where I was. Let's get to work. So
Yeah,
Johnny Lynn's been on my back, wanting me to shoe her horse and my horse. She's wanting to ride. She's wanting to start riding. We got some horses here, and she's wanting to start back riding, and they need shoes, and oh
hey,
god,
somebody
I'm
do
dreading
that,
it.
Tanner. Daggone.
I'm dreading it. I'm dreading it so bad to go up there and nail shoes on them things' feet. I dread it so bad. I'm gonna have to do it, but God, I dread it. I ain't been under one in 6 months probably, and I'm dreading it.
This will be the
yeah,
one that kicks your head off too.
Nah, not these two. These two are fine. I'm only John Lynn's horse. I'm the only one that ever put shoes on her. Besides
Is that one you've
one other
raised since
time,
she was a daggone baby?
we've had her since she was 18 months old. Yeah.
man.
But
So you
I was gonna say
go
to
ahead,
your
Josh.
point, Jared, like doing it full time, like I feel like we all like came from something like it's not like you guys were in Nashville like playing it and like you all are like, hey, you guys are gonna be a bluegrass band. You came from Nashville. Like we all come from like a similar place doing like dirty jobs or like we're not lawyers or doctors or like things like that. Nothing wrong with that, but it's just we all came from a different cloth, I guess. But like Tanner, you were saying like this is full time for you guys now. Obviously, like it's a job. So like being in Eastern Kentucky, like even going to like the IGA or the store, or like going to the gas station, when you guys walk in, like you guys are famous. So like people from around, like how's it been going in and like people probably want pictures or autographs. Like how how do you all see that, or I guess how do you act? I feel
I
like
couldn't walk into I couldn't walk into Save a Lot for about 2 months without having to take a picture with somebody, or IGA, or anywhere in town for that matter. But it was, for some reason, it was always Save-A-Lot. I'd always get caught in Save-A-Lot, walk around with a jug of milk and a loaf of bread. Hey, will you take a picture with me? Will you sign
Oh
this
God.
autograph? Sure.
Sign
You got
my
Martin?
receipt.
Yeah, I signed a couple receipts. Yeah.
Ashton, what about you? How's that been for you?
I mean, kind of the same deal, but I just live in a lot less. Like, I'm probably 30 minutes from Hyden, and Hyden's
Okay.
small. My hometown has my Mama's boyfriend owns the gas station here, and we have a post office, and that's all we have.
Wide spot in the road.
So there's about 50 of us here, if that. So,
Okay.
you'll go to the store, and you might have to take a picture or something, but yeah, like, kind of the same aspect of Tanner. If I go to Hyden, I might walk in a Subway, and they're like, you the guy that plays the box, ain't you? Yeah. Well, can I get a picture?
Cajon.
Well, sure, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I try to be the nice guy and just let everybody have a picture if they want it, and try not to be rude, because I'm sure if I was in the same shoes and somebody was a butthole to me, I'd probably be like, screw that guy.
You're the Cajon player,
Yeah.
right?
I'm the
You're the
Cajon
Cajon.
player. The Cajon
You play the
player.
Cajon?
Kali John. Oh.
And now, a word from our sponsors. L81, the official soft drink of the New Frontier Show. And I've got to say, I'm enjoying a nice, cold, refreshing Diet L8 myself right at this very moment. Thank you to all the folks at L81. Back to the show.
I think, like, obviously being from Eastern Kentucky, like when Josh and I go other places, or like we did that TV show Shark Tank, and like you go on there.
Were you all on Shark Tank?
Los Angeles. Tanner, you talk about places. Ashton, too. Man, stay away, boys.
We almost had some shows in Los Angeles a while back, and I'm glad that those fell through, because I'm not ready to go to that place just yet.
Same.
Yeah, it's just like, or we filmed it didn't air, but like we had to go out there and like pitch and stuff like that. And what I'm getting at, it's like, obviously we all kind of have accents for being from Eastern Kentucky, and they were freaking out. Like, what I'm trying to ask is, like, obviously you guys represent Kentucky very well, and represent like being hillbillies or mountain people, whatever you want to call us. Like, you guys do it gracefully and really well. Do you feel like when you go other places, and you might not, do you feel like you have a chip on your shoulder, or like you take like pride in representing like Eastern Kentucky?
I'm proud to be where we're from. I mean,
For sure.
I think either people hate it or love it, really. Like, when we were picking out our record label, the amount of people that just really wanted us for our accents and where we're from to try to just paint a picture of that rather than our music was wild. Like, they just heard our accent, was like, I think somebody told Tanner Horton, who was like, we can make you the next Tomater or something. And it's just like,
I was told that. I mean,
yeah,
that's a
I
compliment.
don't know if Ashton knows this, but like there was talk of, not from where we're at now, but like, when we were meeting with people wanting to like make like Netflix shows about us.
Oh, wow.
Netflix
Serious?
series about us and stuff. Yeah, and I don't know. That just,
I could see it happening.
I feel like that would.
I could actually.
Yeah, it could.
It could be like a Duck Dynasty type thing. I really could see it.
But it's coming from a place of like, hey, look and listen how they sound. But like, there's
And it might not have been Netflix, but there were people wanting to, talking about, wanting to get us like make a
reality TV show
yeah,
about us.
Yeah, some kind of TV show about us. I'm trying to mess with this chair that my tripod's sitting in. It is rocking, and I'm trying to put my feet on it, and trying to shim up the legs.
You're good. I was just saying, like, we hear that. I know you guys probably hear it way more than we do, but like, if you're out of state, or people are like, man, where are you from?
Where are you from?
That's something like, it bothers us a little bit, but we also were really proud to represent Eastern Kentucky and being like Appalachian, and like kids like us that sound like us. It's important for us to, represent, and like you guys do. So I want to see if you kind of felt the same way, or if you get that.
Well, boys, I'm gonna be honest with you. You all talk like you're from Eastern Kentucky. no doubt. What would they have done if I'd have been there? Because listen to me.
You'd have probably aired. You'd been on the show.
You would have been aired.
Them people, Jagger thought for the longest time I was faking this.
What if you were?
I said, no, son, you can't fake this.
Yeah.
I've got to say, Tanner, your accent is, if somebody was like, what's the average, like, mountain man sound like? I would play them a clip of your voice and be like, this.
What did Daniel?
And it's
what
not
did
even
Daniel Boone
fake.
sound
It's
like?
real.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
There's people that I get some weird looks from people.
Do they think
Tanner
you fake
looks
it?
like Daniel Boone with all the coon skins and muskets and deer on the wall back there.
When I think of Tanner,
We
I
gotta-
think of Daniel Boone, Davy Crockett.
I got a bobcat, a fox.
God,
Tanner
you got a
Boone.
shrine.
I got my coonsy right here.
Koozie.
Oh,
I've got a little koozie action going here. Creekers camo koozie.
Hell yeah.
I have my coonsy
Here's my
somewhere,
coonsy.
Tanner. I don't know where it's at.
yeah, that's awesome.
One other question while we're kind of on that topic, and I know you guys probably answered this before too, but like when you're on the road grinding, you're out Texas, out west, and you come back. I think I've heard you guys say this, but like, when you come home, is it like a place to recharge? Are you're thankful to obviously be on the road, but what's it like when you come back home and you get a chance to be back? Like I know Kentucky means a lot to you guys.
Oh, it's usually when we cross that state line, I just
I
Let a
let
big
go of the
sigh of
steering
relief.
wheel and just put my hands up.
we was coming back from Maryland the other night, and when we came through West Virginia and crossed that Kentucky state line, we were in the bus, almost no windows.
Yeah, that was
I
weird.
was in my bunk, and I knew exactly when we crossed the Kentucky state line and never looked. I don't know what I don't know why, but literally I don't know, it felt different. And I pulled my phone out and just turned on the maps, and it showed her bubble going across the state line.
It's
be
the
the
hunter
sixth.
sense in you, like it's a
Man,
sixth sense.
I don't know, but I just felt like this big sigh of relief. Because I don't know, for some reason, it don't matter where we cross that state line at. When I see it, I'm like, all right, we're in the clear now. We're good.
We're safe.
I'm back in God's country.
We're safe.
I can
I
feel
think
it.
my favorite place to enter Kentucky is probably in the tunnel there in Middlesboro. Coming through that tunnel and seeing Middlesboro, I don't think there's any other feeling than that.
You go watch that tunnel, because them
Oh, they'll get your ass too. Like they got Anna.
them park rangers that get you.
Anna got pulled over there, and if you get pulled over there, where it's like in a park there, it's like a federal ticket.
Oh,
And
You
it's
got to
like
go
a-
either Pikeville or Frankfurt to
Yeah.
pay it.
It's
You can't do it online or over the phone. You have to go show up
it's a
either
big
Pikeville or
it's a
Frankfurt.
big foot right up your rump is what it is.
Yeah.
And Anna, it's a 45 through there, and I think Anna got pulled over for doing like 73.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Because
Little
Anna's the
Gordon.
friggin'
I mean, it's
left
easy
foot.
done, though, because, I see people do it every time I go through there. There's people flying.
Yeah, and
It's a big, long, straight stretch, and it is easy to do.
Mhm.
But yeah,
For sure.
I think she had to end up going to Frankfurt or something and pay it. But yeah, if you're ever coming through the tunnel, be careful about speeding. They'll get your ass.
Them
Please do
park
not
rangers will
speed.
get you.
Isn't Middlesboro like where a huge meteor hit? Is that
Yeah,
where?
they call
Is
it
that
the
right?
Crater Town or something.
Crater.
Get Crater City, USA.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't know
Jared,
the lore behind that, but
you can kind of tell. I've seen images on a map. It's just like a huge, like you can tell. It's like, holy hell, this place actually
Yeah.
got smoked.
Yeah, it was discovered before Daniel Boone ever even came through the Gap. By a guy
wow.
named Dr. Thomas Walker. He was a well-known surveyor, back even before Daniel Boone. And there's a park over in Barberville called Dr. Thomas Walker State Park or something like that, which is not far from Middlesboro. Barberville's just right up 25 from there. And but yeah, he was the one that discovered it. Basically, just cross the top of the hill, look, seen this big crater. Obviously he didn't know what it was then.
Yeah,
but
you can tell 100%.
So the rest of the summer, obviously, you guys are still playing. Like, obviously, Red Rocks is coming up. Are there any other bigger shows or anything like that coming up for you guys?
We've got some major Kentucky festivals.
yeah,
Real
I'm
Bird
pumped
and,
for Real Bird and Laurel
Bourbon and
Cove
Beyond.
Oh, wow.
And Laurel Cove, Laurel Cove. And Manchester Music Fest.
Yeah, that'll be a hooting and a hollering one because it's our boy Tim's last year. So we
Shout
got to
out to
send him
Tim.
off right. We might burn the stage down. You never know.
Maybe tell Tanner or tell Alan to throw up or something. No, that's you guys have you got a major summer.
I mean,
coming
it's a
up.
major. Yeah, it's. I mean, obviously, it's your all's probably biggest year.
We got
yet.
Lollapalooza.
Lollapalooza's insane. Yeah. They
I bet
called our agents and they were like, "We're trying to get rap artists, pop artists, country artists, and you
And
all
these
want
people
these
want the creatures.
bluegrass artists." And they were like, "Well, sure, come
burn it
on."
down.
But
The
yeah, so that was wild to get that.
I bet Railbird will go nuts for you guys. That's a home game. And that's
Railbird is like so packed on the day we're there because it's on that Sunday, and I think like Tyler Childers is there, like Nicholas Jamerson's there, Zach Todd, Elo
Chris
Langley.
Stapleton, I think.
No, he ain't there on Sunday.
Oh, he
I
ain't.
don't even know if he's there this year, but
What did he? Oh no, he played the. Never mind. He played the that thing in Texas we just recently
Yeah.
played. I know it was. Yeah.
but I don't even remember all the people that's there that Sunday. But I think that's definitely the best day, and I'm glad we're playing on Sunday at Railbird.
Oh man,
What's
Yeah,
your all's
John-
favorite festival in Kentucky?
Anyone that you're all playing at.
you
Creekers
know,
are
John,
over
I
there.
mean, I don't know. I mean, the big ones are fun, obviously, but like, I'm a big bluegrass fan. Like Rudy Fest is coming up here soon in Moorhead. I like bluegrass. Like, there's just something about in the summer. You know, you got your lawn chair. You know, just a bluegrass fest on a June weekend. It just hits.
I like that.
So,
It's over in Carter County. It's not. Well, I don't know if it's festival,
No, it's
but it's
around
like at the
county.
Shriners Club. No, in Carter County, Shriners Club. They have like bluegrass night, and like Ralph Stanley's second plays, and like, it's just you got the moon coming up. You got bluegrass playing.
those kinds are
I
are
love
my
that.
favorites. Obviously, like big ones with like Chris and Tyler, and then ones you guys play are fun. But like those small, intimate ones are like cool for me.
We played. Man, I love the bluegrass festivals, and we don't get to play them near enough. You know, Dale
Yeah.
Fest is. You know, a lot of people think Dale Fest is a bluegrass festival, and for the most part, that's it is. But they don't have just bluegrass.
You have to change as time
And
keeps changing, and I mean, unfortunately, like festivals have to get more and more contemporary. But there
Well,
still
Dale-
is bluegrass there.
I mean, Dale Fest has always been a multi-genre festival.
Like we watched Blackbird Smoke
even
Friday
Dale Fest
night,
is
and
a
that was
big
awesome.
festival.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Me and Ashton stood in the rain, like in the hard ass driving rain, and watched Blackberry Smoke for most of their set.
Frog
That's cool.
grounder is what that was.
Oh, it was a frog strangler. And like even Dale Fest is a big festival. But it's not like it's big, but it's it's. I've seen way bigger festivals, but it's to have the acts that that they have. Gus, go in the house.
Get out here, Gus.
Get out of here,
Get
Gus.
on the pod, son.
I don't know. It's just Dale Fest is I've got that's our sign we had on our trailer door from
That's
Dale
cool.
Fest. Dale McCurry's grandson Josh snagged that for me.
That's cool.
But to have the acts that they have, it's not a super huge festival, but they have like the best, like Blackberry Smoke, Marty Stewart,
We seen
Dale
Sierra
McCurry
Farrell
band.
there the other day.
Sierra Farrell. We stood and watched Sierra Farrell the other day,
Man,
and
she's good.
she killed it.
Mhm.
Just
She's
gonna
good.
kill it, whatever she does.
I like her outfit she wears. It's wild,
She's-
man.
Crazy.
Sierra Farrell's uber talented.
Ashton, you should
Yeah,
start
man,
wearing
she-
some wild outfits like that.
She
Yeah,
played
Ash-
the fiddle. She played the fiddle for basically her entire set. She was playing with the water tower band. Is that what's called?
Yeah, water
I saw
tower.
that.
Yeah. She played fiddle the entire set.
Wow.
Never touched a guitar. And she sang and played fiddle.
I think
Speaking of like, or go ahead, Josh.
I was gonna say, I think it's cool. Like, what was the festival called? Lollapalooza that you all are playing
Yeah.
in. Like,
Yeah.
typically, like just for me, when I think of that festival, I do not think of like bluegrass or country. And I think it's cool that you guys, like the
It's in
Creekers,
Chicago.
Yeah,
exactly,
it's not bluegrass or country. Like
exactly.
the only other person to do it was Billy Strings.
That's
He's
what I'm
the only
saying.
other bluegrass or relatively country person I feel like that's done it.
It's so
And then
impressive that
with
you
that
guys
song.
are just like forging your way into those places that typically you wouldn't hear that. And that's just a testament to the music, I think, and who you all are as people and being authentic. Like people resonate with the music. I think that's
Yeah,
cool.
in the not that I'm in music at all, but just as a fan from the outside, it seems is like, obviously there's Nashville and there's like the big industry stuff and those shows, and like some artists might be like, I don't know, manufactured and stuff, but like you guys, obviously the real damn deal, authentic, and like it makes guys like Josh and I proud when you go, like just like Chicago and these other places, and represent Eastern Kentucky and the music you guys make and play. So keep charging. You guys are like
Fires us up.
you guys are like pioneers right now. So keep it rocking.
We're gonna try to at least.
That's all we can do. We can try.
And I really think Ashton needs to embrace the Sierra Farrell role of like these outfits. I think you're onto something there. Like you got to get like a mountain man buckskin fit to
For
play
sure.
the Cajon.
For sure.
Maybe
Look at
we
thinking
could
some
maybe we
things.
could make something up. I don't know.
Yeah.
Make a new frontier
Tanner.
buckskin suit for Ashton.
Yeah.
Tanner, you got any
I've probably
tapes?
got a roll of buckskin laying
I
around
knew
here
it.
somewhere. We can hook you up.
I knew it.
And then Ashton, you got to put like Tanner's bear head on. You got to lean into that.
I wonder if I got my fox hat anywhere, Tanner.
Bro, y'all got
I
a
could
bear
wear
head?
my fox
I don't
hat.
say I've got this coon hat I was trying to work a dog with the other day, but it's already shaped perfect for a hat.
Yeah, give that to me.
Ashton, that's you, man.
I was trying to work my dog on that the other day, but she don't want nothing to do with a hide. She likes a live coon.
Yeah. Well, bring her to our house. We've got about 10 to 15 coons that are as big as a basketball.
I was going to ask you that before Ashton we got in the thing there a while ago. I need to come up there and hunt somewhere.
Please. It's a coon fest.
We have a village of raccoons at our house that eat our trash, and they're smart. They figured out how to move rocks off the trash can. They don't go in the traps. They figured it out.
They are smart.
will.
They're smart.
They're smart.
I tell you what, we'll make a plan, and I'll just bring my dog up. If y'all never been coon hunting, we'll go.
Deal.
Well, let's wait till kill season comes in, which is October 1st.
All right.
And then
And it runs till February the 28th.
Then
Wow.
Ashton gets to wear the coonskin.
Yep.
We'll
Well,
make
if
it
y'all
fit.
kill enough of them, you can make me like a coat, like a mink
That's what I'm
coat
saying.
made out of raccoon skin.
Designer.
Yep.
Probably not for a summer fest. You'd probably sweat your life
Yeah.
off, so let's not do that.
But
Josh?
yeah, I'll bring my dog up, and we'll run some of them things out there for
Let's
you.
do it.
That sounds like a plan.
Hey,
I would love to. That sounds like a perfect place she needs to be, because she needs to be in some coony places just to get her. She's a young dog and needs where there's plenty of coons to hunt.
we got him.
We've got him.
Hey, real quick, do you all do any like fishing? I know on Cave Run Lake here, Jared and I, we've been fishing like a bunch of madmen. Not catching many, but we're trying. Do y'all fish any down there?
I
Where you
love
are?
fishing. I like to river fish mostly. Like here, where I live. It's called the Redbird River, so it's not real deep. I think the deepest you can get is maybe like 6 foot deep. So, and that's like the deepest part. So, usually it sticks around 3 to 4 foot deep. So I like to go wade fishing down the river, and I mean you'll catch smallmouth, maybe 2 and 3 pound. You'll not really catch any whoppers, but we have a lot of muskie in the river too. So
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
like. Yeah, they're about eating all the daggone bass up. I remember last year, me and my buddy Owen was fishing down the river in a place called Oneida, Kentucky. And
God's country.
yeah, that's
Lizard?
way down there. And I had a little lizard on my rod, and I threw it out and was reeling it in, and it got about a foot away from my knee, and I looked down and just seen a mouthful of teeth. And it was a
They're
muskie.
spooky looking.
And it bit the lizard, and I came about 3 foot out of the water.
Oh, man.
And I told Owen, I said, you know what? Hell with it. We're not fishing here. I said, I almost got my leg ate off.
You know, that's one thing I have fished the Middle Fork, and there used to be a lot of muskie in the Middle Fork. I don't know about anymore, but out of all the time I've spent
I've
on
never
the Middle
caught
Fork
one.
of the Kentucky River, I've never seen a muskie. I've seen, where people caught them, and I've seen people had them in a coat, in the bed of a truck or whatever, but I've never seen one in the water, and I've never caught one.
That one I seen, I mean, if it wasn't 4 foot long, it wasn't an inch.
They're wild
it's
looking.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They look like
crazy.
a straight up log floating down the river. And then you just get
I've
to
got
its
a place,
head, and it's like that daggone big.
I've got a place on Lake Cumberland. We've got 2 different places, and I used to run a lot of bush hooks for catfish.
Yep.
And man, I'd catch so many gar. You know, like there's
I
no
hate a
muskie there,
gar.
but there's gar everywhere. Man, we
Yeah.
would catch. I'd go catch a bunch of them little small bluegill about that long and bait them bush hooks with
Perfect
them.
bait, yeah.
And then go back the next morning and run my bush hooks. And man, the gars just kept me eat up. I don't think I caught a 5-gallon bucket full of catfish the whole time I done that just for the gar. The gar
Yeah.
kept me eat up in them.
Y'all need to come up to Cave
And
Run
they'd usually
Lake.
be dead. They'd usually be dead because they're kind of sensitive, so they not have a bunch of dead gar to deal with.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Josh, what'd you say?
I was saying we all need to go fish on Cave Run. We need to get you guys. I know y'all got a busy year, but if you get a moment, like a day, we should go crappie fish or catch some bass.
Oh, I'm down. Crappie's my favorite. Crappie and bluegill, my 2 favorite things.
We need to go crappie fish. And like
crappies,
eat mostly.
Yeah.
We've been looking
I'd
at
rather eat them than do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll eat 'em.
that's what we try to do.
I can't sit still and eat them.
They on Cave Run they put all these Christmas trees in the water, like the
Yep.
Forest Service or whatever. So like there's all these Christmas tree nests of crappie, black speck
No,
crappie.
just
So
get
that's
over a nest and just pop them. We got to do that, guys.
Oh, I'm down, and I'll clean them and I'll cook them for you.
I will
too,
say
'cause
Tanner
I
can
can
cook
fry
fish. He can fry fish like no other. Tanner's best.
I believe
at
it.
Tanner, you are
I
the
believe
chef.
I can do it.
100%.
Well, yeah, we got to do that, and we also need. Yeah, there's a lot of things coming up this summer, but we've got to catch Josh the Creekers at one of these shows they've got coming up. I'd love to go to Red Rocks. I mean, that's going to be so awesome.
Oh,
Well, the bad
gosh.
part about it, all these are about sold out. But if you want to, I know a guy. So
I'll work security. I'll go get Taco Bell. I'll do whatever, man. I'll clean up vomit. No, I'm kidding.
Oh no, I wouldn't take that job.
I don't even do that.
No.
Hell, that job.
But yeah, so you guys got a wonder summer coming up, and obviously you've got all this cool Creekers merch now that we're very happy to support. And if anybody out there is looking for Creekers merch, you can find it at New Frontier. That's listening, and we need to do the mule hat. Now that I'm thinking about it,
A big white mule too. It's got to be great.
Yep. Yeah, it's got to be Grady.
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
That's
we'll
my
get to
old
work
big
on
gray.
that.
That's my big gray mule out here in the barn.
yeah.
Well, I know we've been on here for a minute. I gotta ask. Obviously, you guys listen to probably a lot of different stuff, but like, what are you listening to right now, music wise, Ashton?
Dude, it's everywhere. Like, I'm
I
trying
love
to think. I've been listening. There's a new band called Dexter and the Moon Rocks. It's like a rock band, kind of metal, I guess you could say. I've been
Yeah.
listening to a lot of them. I've been diving back into like a lot of Smashing Pumpkins lately. I'm just everywhere, really. I don't listen to just bluegrass.
I know it sounded like Tanner and them baptized you in bluegrass and got
Oh
you.
yeah, I hated it though beforehand.
I've heard that.
Yeah,
But you guys,
Alan didn't like it neither for a long time, and I got him turned on to it as well.
good.
they've corrupted me.
It's
Man, I
converted.
don't listen to a lot of music because I might as well go ahead and spill the beans. It's finally official now. I signed a publishing deal with Warner Chappell. So
Congrats.
Wow. Congratulations.
So I'm a working songwriter now, and I hate to listen to a lot of stuff that I like because I don't want them tunes in my head and then go in there and start writing a song and then get one wrote and realize, oh hell, I just
Copied a song.
hoping I didn't steal something from something I just listened to.
Yeah.
But I've been listening to a lot of Dale McCurry. I've been on a Dale McCurry kick last
These
few days.
Nashville cats.
Yeah.
When we go fish, it's like obviously you guys like we were fishing like 2 nights ago. at
Jared
Cave
said
Run, and,
Creekers Radio on Spotify. Boom.
Creekers Radio, boom, and then I look down and I'm using a Zebco 33. And I was like, art's imitating life, and I said, what is this? But like, yeah, fishing in the summer, it's a lot of like Nitty Gritty Dirt Band and Third Time Out, Lonesome River Band. That's kind of our fishing vein.
Ralph Stanley's the second.
Even Ralph Stanley the second, yeah.
Throw him.
I'll tell y'all an old band to look up is the Bluegrass Cardinals.
I'm writing it down.
Bluegrass
Cardinals. Look them up. I'm a big fan of them. As far as just musicianship, they're good. But they was around. I don't know. Now I don't think they're still not. They're not going now. But I think they went till maybe like the 2000s or something. But the one of the lead guys actually has got a podcast. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a bluegrass related podcast, and he's actually been wanting us to get on his. And I told him if we ever got a chance, we would, but we've not had a chance to yet.
You got to get Ashton on there and then tee up how he converted to bluegrassism.
Yeah, how I corrupted him.
I need to go around and ask like OG bluegrass guys how they like the cajon, if they like it or not.
Yeah.
What do you feel about my cajones?
Cajones. Ashton, you need your own merch. It's like big cajones and like one of the cajon box on there.
There's an idea. I got to ask too for this, like Tanner and Ashton, like as far as songwriting goes, like just like a dumb question, who writes the Creeker songs? Like, is that something you all always want to keep to yourself, or will you ever think about like outsourcing it or have somebody else write?
I just soon me and Alan and Jagger and Ashton write them. You know, me and Alan do most of the writing. Jagger and Ashton's got their name on a couple. You know,
we do a little writing. We don't do
much
writing though.
Yeah.
I'll think of a word like Tanner will say, "What rhymes with this word, Ashton?" And I'll just think of something. But no, I can't.
Hey, all it takes is one word. All it takes is one word, and you're 50. And you're a co-writer. So,
well, yeah.
Bingo.
Hey, Tanner, I believe that you should add "the" in that song
somewhere. But no, I don't think. I'm co-writing with a lot of different people right now. I ain't gonna name drop, but I've been co-writing with some pretty well versed songwriters that have got some songs everybody knows. But if we come up with something, I'm not above doing it. But I'd say me and Alan will probably continue to just write our own stuff.
100% authentic, pure Kentucky modern bluegrass.
I never, until I started writing songs, I always, was just a cover, guy. Obviously, I didn't have any, original songs to do. But man, now that I'm writing, other than just a few old standards that we do in our set list, mostly everything's original.
Love it.
There's a
Tanner. What's your favorite song we do in our set? Sorry to interrupt you. I'm just curious.
What?
What's your favorite song we do in our set?
That's not an original. It's probably, I like that East Virginia Blues or Highway 52, man. I love Highway 52.
I'm a sucker for Heaven Sent. I believe that's my favorite song.
And Heaven Sent's a good one, man. Heaven Sent
Heaven Sent by the Steel Drivers. Since we've been playing that song, I've just fell in love with that song.
Oh yeah.
See, Alan,
such a good one.
See, Alan is that he's just that vocalist that makes anything sound good.
He's got an angel voice.
And I don't have that, but the funnest one for me to play probably would be it's an old Dave Evans song, Highway 52.
It's like about right up 52.
There. It's about right up there on the Ohio Kentucky border, Ironton and the Hanging Rock and
for sure
Ashland and everything. But I'd say that I like Lonesome Feeling pretty good too. The Washburn Brothers number.
Sing it. Yeah, I think obviously we play you guys' music all the time here at the warehouse. River Rat's my favorite original one you guys have. It reminds me of this time of year, like
floating down the middle fork in the heat of July.
Yeah, I mean, just good, clean country fun. That's my go-to from you guys.
At the Old Forester event, I was like freaking out hearing the songs that close because there was only there was like the room was full, but it wasn't like a venue. Yeah. But Tanner, you were singing. I don't think Alan was there, was he?
No, he was.
No, he had got sick or something. I don't know.
He was at Taco Bell.
Yep.
Taco.
Yeah, he'd been to Taco Bell the night before and couldn't get off the pot, probably. But
that's it.
Yeah.
But man, we've been out here for a minute, so obviously we appreciate your guys' time hopping on one of our first New Frontier Show episodes. We're big fans and huge supporters of the Creekers here in Moorhead, Kentucky. So we appreciate you guys being on today.
Thanks for having us.
We appreciate you both. You all helped us aside.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, like I said, this knife hat that I have on, the story of it was awesome, but it's just like everywhere I go, it's probably I'm so proud to just be like, yeah, I know, like you know where to get
Oh,
this.
I will say this: I was tickled to death. We got some. We picked up our merch from the merch table at Delfest the other day and was putting it on the bus. And, it got mailed there, so we hadn't seen it, but it was the knife hats. And I was tickled to death to see this pattern back on them hats.
That's
It's
Jared.
back.
Tell him about that pattern.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Well, I'm wearing it right now. I've got the hat and the shirt.
I don't want to burn their time. But
Oh gosh, we got
like
yeah.
that's one thing we worked really hard on was making our own camo patterns. Like Tanner,
I love that.
Like we hunt, we fish. We're Kentucky boys, and like we wanted to make our own pattern of like the trees and the barks here in Kentucky. And I would show you this hat on my desk. I'll show you guys after the call. But like we've got a couple other patterns.
Oh, you can just show them. I don't know if the video will make it.
Okay. Well, it's like Kentucky pattern.
Oh yeah. I love that.
Get that thing closer.
Oh, golly.
Oh yeah, I love that.
So this one's coming down the pike with some others. So
guys, we got some
like camo's a uniform.
Yeah.
Like for us.
I think
like,
my favorite color.
My two favorite colors are camo and tie dye. So
Man.
it's so.
I'm not big on the tie dye, but I like I saved a couple old Creekers tie dye shirts that Johnny had made just because when she quit making them the last run, I saved two for myself, but I'll probably never wear them just because I'm not a tie dye.
I have
guy.
mine, and guess what?
Camo.
What's up?
I guess this is not getting in the podcast. Hell, I don't know.
Okay.
I had
still
my
alive.
last freaking tie dye Creeker shirt, and my mom turned it into a friggin' cutoff, and I'm like, Mom, what are you doing?
I thought you were going to say crop top.
I probably got one for you, Ashton. I saved a couple for myself.
Golly,
I've got two in there. I'm willing to sacrifice to get you one back because I probably never wear them anyway. I just saved it because it was Johnny Lynn done all the tie dye by hand. Like
yeah, that's cool.
100 shirts at a time.
It was hard ass work.
And she killed herself making these tie dye shirts. And the last run she made, I saved two out of it just to have them because last run of her shirts.
Yeah.
And I'll probably never wear them because I'm not a tie dye person. But camo is my favorite color.
Well, I'll take you up on that offer. We need to make camo tie dye, Tanner.
Oh wow!
And just satisfy both of our needs.
You're unlocking new products here, but. Yeah, we'll definitely send you guys some of the new camo items when they drop.
You guys are going to freak out. It's the same. And new products like that performance material that Tanner's wearing, and hats and hoodies and polos.
Like those. Yeah, those are things we wanted to make, but it took us years to get kind of.
I love this shirt. Like this is like my favorite shirt. It gets washed. It's so faded out. It's starting to fade because it gets washed like 3 times a week because it winds up in my duffel bag. When we hit the road, this shirt goes in my duffel bag everywhere we go.
Oh, me too. Me and Tanner will play a show sometimes and have the same damn shirt on and be like, one of us has got to change.
We'll get y'all some more products.
That'll say less. You guys got more on the way, but we'll definitely hook you up with the new camo and the Creekers Kentucky.
That new camo reminds me of the old real tree hardwood. I can't remember what it was.
Pull that back up closer.
I've got a onesie when I was a baby.
Whoa.
I was like 6 months old. Oh yeah. That reminds me of that old 90s fall real tree camo that everybody wore.
Mm-hmm.
There's a picture of me like 6 months old in a onesie of that, or not that, but that old real tree pattern, and it reminds me of that.
That's
and
cool.
I love that's probably one of my favorite camo patterns.
It's like that camo and denim for us. It's like the uniform. So,
camo shirt and pair of bib overalls is usually what I've got on.
We need to make overalls.
Can we make a new onesie for Tanner to recreate his baby picture in that camo?
We can, and
I've still got that onesie actually because we saved it for Gus, and Gus never once fit in it. I don't think.
I would love to see you in a New Frontier camo onesie.
Ashton,
I ain't gonna lie.
We'll make the camo onesie. And
I guess technically them one-piece long johns I wear, that's technically what those are.
That is a onesie.
Yeah, I've got the red long johns I wear in the wintertime.
We'll make that. And Ashton, we got to do Creekers crop tops for your fit. Crop top tie-dye.
Oh, shit.
Maybe Jagger can sport that one at Red Rocks.
Oh, yeah. Jagger's the type he would do that, I think.
Let belly hanging out.
Let that gut hang out.
Do you mean his abs, 6-pack?
Let his case of beer
only 6-pack he's got is a 6-pack of Michelob.
Yeah, literally.
Well, guys, you've been super kind to give us your time today. I don't want to keep you guys any longer, but really grateful for hopping on one of the first episodes. It's really cool of you guys to do.
Thanks for having us, bubbies.
Yeah, bub, ain't.
Yeah, guys.
Dude, yeah.
I seen that message. I seen he'd messaged me, but I hadn't, just busy out there in the yard and stuff.
You didn't
Living
know
in
we
the
was
house,
coming
and I
in
finally
hot.
opened up my app and looked, and I opened it. I said, "Hell yeah, I'll do that. That sounds fun."
That's awesome.
I love a
Appreciate it,
good
guys.
podcast.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah,
And
guys.
obviously, if you got anybody listening, go listen to the Creekers this summer. Go see them live. It's 10 times more fun live. And then you got, what is it, Josh? Red Rocks. You got Railbird.
You'll have a bunch of
Bourbon.
shows coming up like within the next month. I saw it's like bang, bang.
That's what I'm
bang.
saying.
Yep.
So
Now
when
we've got new music coming soon too.
I think September either 14th or 24th. Be on the lookout for something.
be on the lookout, and maybe some new Creekers merch. Obviously, like, got to get the knife hat if you don't have it. So we appreciate you guys.
Thanks for having us, bubbies.
Thank y'all.
All right,
thank you,
fellers. Yeah, we'll see you guys at the lake next time we go fish for some crappie.
Let's plan that. Let's figure that
down.
out. Probably after this run of shows, we'll figure it out. But
We'll do it.
Josh,
too.
I'm down.
Josh will get the minnows ready.
yeah, for everybody,
All right, guys.
I was gonna say for everybody listening, they probably know where to find the Creekers. All social channels. They can go check your all's tour coming up.
Facebook, we got our website, TikTok, Instagram. We're on all of it.
And if you want to find Ashton, just go to the gas station where he lives, and you can find
And
him.
I'll be there.
Ashton will
And
be
he
at
will be
Jiffy
there.
Mart in Jackson, Kentucky.
You might see me.
College Grocery at the mouth of Cat Hollers.
You might see me there too.
That's it.
All right, guys.
See you guys.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
See
y'all.
you,
fellas.
Hey, boy.
See ya.
I feel like I just took a bath in authenticity. I mean, if there's a book that's to be wrote on authenticity, those guys and the Creekers Band should write it because they encapsulate that.
I feel like we could have done a whole show just on deer hunting and fishing. I was pulling the reins back on so many questions because we all kind of share those hobbies, and I didn't want to make it all about that, but super good guys.
There's so many, like the wild stories, and just, you see them, they're playing Red Rocks, they're playing these huge festivals, and they're on like a super growth. But then you talk to them, and it feels like you're on a front porch on a Kentucky farm, sitting back with a cup of coffee, and they're just like salt of the earth guys.
Since day one of getting to meet the Creekers, they feel like your cousins. I feel like people you've been friends with for years as soon as you talk to them, and that's not super common, so I don't take that for granted. They're super great people, and just really appreciate just being real dudes.
And you know what, too? Like, I've been around them, like at the Ryman and places like in Nashville. They are that way anywhere they go. They could be at the Ryman, they could be at Red Rocks, they could be at the Shell station up the road. They are who they are all the time. And that's why we, respect them, resonate with them, listen to their music, love them.
Yeah, so if you get a chance, check out the Creekers this summer or this fall. They got some new music coming out, and obviously you can find the Creekers merch at New Frontier. We make a lot of sweet gear for the Creekers. Got to check it out.
Yeah, and a lot of this gear too is at the Creekers shows. So if you're at a Creekers show on the road and see their merch booth, hop over there. You'll find some New Frontier times Creekers merch. But yeah, we have a big collection here. It sounds like we got to get to work on that mule hat for Tanner.
Yeah, I got to get to work here, and we got to get started on that one. So we appreciate y'all listening today, and hope you join us next time. Thanks.
See y'all.
Thank you all for listening to this episode of The New Frontier Show. It wouldn't be possible without y'all, so we appreciate you listening, and we'll see you next time right here.
And if you enjoyed yourself, please do us a favor and like, subscribe, tell a friend, and we'll see you next time wherever you find your podcast.